Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 100, guys. We made it 100 episodes, 100 days being here, almost daily, except for that small break that I had to take. But I'm glad that we're here, man, and I'm glad that you're here with us. Now, this episode 100, like I said, this is Bye Bye Bitcoin, millions worth of XRP transfer, and Binance plagued by low liquidity. Now, guys, if you're catching this stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking, and we really appreciate it when you guys leave us comments. Yeah, if you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe. You hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is on, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description, as always. And so is the link to all the other articles that we cover here. So, thank you for being here again. Happy Thursday. I hope you're enjoying your almost weekend, right? Weekend's almost here. I really, really hope you're enjoying tonight. I know I am. I'm glad that we made it to 100 episodes. I am having a celebratory beer with me. So, if you want to join me by having a beer in your house, that's also pretty cool. I forgot to put this little screen up. That's usually there. But yeah, let's get into the news, right? The first news is get paid in cryptocurrency for viewing ads in the new Brave browser. Now, Brave officially launched version 1.0 of the Brave browser Wednesday, so yesterday. And the first official version, I think, launched in January 2016, but since then it has gained over 2.8 million active users a day. And I think they get like about 8 million active users a month, usually. So now this browser is based on Google Chromium browser and relies on basic attention tokens to generate revenues. Now, the idea behind Brave's basic attention token system is to reward content creators using crypto. And it doesn't generate virtual coins in the background, but it rather provides a means for readers to tip, I think it's 300,000 participant Brave certified publishers that they have going on right now. Now, this to enable this feature, I am using browser, by the way. The browser that I use here is Brave. I'll show you this in a new window. I'll bring this out so you can see it. It is pretty cool, man. I like it. It's a crypto browser, so I try to support things that are crypto, right? Making it smaller so you guys can see what I'm talking about when I start saying things. But to enable the tips, the episode 100 is there. You have to click on this small triangle here. You click on it, and then you can go into it. You'll see your wallet, etc. That's where the tips come. Usually, you get asked if you want to see certain ads. By looking at the ads, basically you get paid in BAT, basic attention tokens, for the time that you watch. And then you can use that BAT. Either you can withdraw it into your wallet, or you can use it to tip the creators, right? The content creators, which is pretty cool. All these websites make lots of money from the ads that they push on you, but you really don't get anything back, right? With BAT, you don't get any ads. There's no tracking. They don't store data, no cookies, etc. So it's really clean, right? Anyways. Brave is built on top of the first global private platform, ad platform, designed from the start to value users, right? So, that's how it works. So it has pioneered a new blockchain-based advertising model that reforms the current system with privacy and design, and 70% revenues shared to users in the form of basic attention tokens. So again, you do get some money out of it. If you want to take it out, you can do it. If you want to reuse it, that's fine. The ads that they show is from well-known companies such as like Pizza Hut, Home Chef, and Intel, right? Again, the ads they show, they're privacy preserving, and in addition to Brave ads, the latest Brave browser automatically blocks third-party ads and trackers, right? That's it for Brave. So let's get on to the next article. Again, guys, we shifted a little bit of the format. We're doing right now the article section of the stream. After the articles, we'll do the market analysis, as we usually do. Before we used to do article analysis. Right now, we're changing things a bit. nearing episode 100, we really wanted to do a little bit different, and I think some people liked it better, right? That way, if you want to see the news version, you can focus on that first. If you want to see just the technical analysis, you can jump to that area later and just look at that, right? Anyways, this article starts by saying bye-bye Bitcoin, why the altcoin bottom is in. And it says that throughout 2019, Bitcoin has been mostly bullish, rising as much as 350% from through to peak, all while the altcoin market has continued to bleed out farther, right? However, according to an expert crypto analyst in long-term charts, are suggesting that the total altcoin market has bottomed. Bitcoin dominance charts also back up the theory, indicating that the altcoins will not only soon explode in value, but they'll outperform the leading crypto by market cap in the short term. So Bitcoin, right? Anyways, at the start of the year, both Bitcoin and altcoins like Ethereum, Ripple, and Litecoin appear to have bottomed out and began a steady ascent higher. But come April 2019, the two types of assets diverged, right? The altcoins and the main one, and Bitcoin went on a parabolic rally, and basically they said that the altcoin apocalypse unfolded across the crypto market. And yes, some cryptos lost value, others rose, but not as much as Bitcoin. Anyways, even Bitcoin rally topped out, putting the market in a state of confusion. Now that the first ever crypto is once again taking a breather, meaning Bitcoin is taking a breather, it may be the calm before the storm, right? For altcoins that are likely to have finally bottomed now, and they're about to grow substantial in value. That's what this article is suggesting, right? So again, outperforming Bitcoin in the very near future. This idea is coming from a crypto analyst called Crypto Theus, who has shared his chart focusing on the total of crypto market cap sans Bitcoin. And he says that the recent Heikin and Shi candles demonstrate a low volatility phase near its conclusion. Now, the total altcoin market chart indicators are turning upwards, volume is rising, and the most recent green candles, according to the analyst, are like a taut rope before it snaps, and when it snaps, fireworks are expected. Now, this guy is not the only one that is stating that the potential altcoins are going to go up. I think also Peter Brandt was saying that, we were probably bottoming out. Again, I don't like to look at charts that other people do. This is not quite technical analysis from someone else. It's just proposing an idea that I believe to be interesting, right? And we have seen that altcoins have been going slightly up. And let's see how they keep on performing, right? Anyways, today a lot of the coins went down. On to the next article. We don't have any news for Ethereum today. Sorry if you're an Ethereum enthusiast and you were hoping to look at something, but we do have news for Ripple. And we don't have anything for Litecoin again. Sorry if you're a Litecoin enthusiast. And then we have news for Binance. So let's keep on going, right? A Ripple and XRP recap what took place at Swell 2019. Now, we have talked about this before. We've pointed you to different articles. If you want to look at this, it's very short. It's very neat. Just the key points that I like from this is Ripple passes key customer milestone, over 300 customers. We knew that. On-demand liquidity, XRP doing rather well. We knew that it's driving adoption, even more adoption. 10% of MoneyGram's Mexico to US transactions use XRP. I think we had already discussed that as well. And Beach Tech saves millions in transaction fees by using Ripple's technology, right? So again, if you want to go more in detail, you can find the link in the description. It's a very short article. Most of the stuff that we have already talked about before, so I don't want to go too much into detail on this. I just wanted to point it out in case you wanted to keep on reading about Swell and other stuff that was happening. Next article, millions worth of Ripple speculated to be transferred from market maker firm, to a market maker firm. The new data point showed that XRP Ledger Monitor revealed that a whopping 99.999 million XRP was to be sent between two cryptocurrency wallets. The entire amount was close to $27.4 million, and the total fee for transferring that massive amount was 0.015 XRP. Can you imagine transferring $27.4 million and pay like less than a cent? I mean, it's insane, man. And it was probably really fast as well. Anyways, the movement was also called out by Light Crypto, a Twitter guy who's a famous cryptocurrency proponent who claimed that that 27.5 million was transferred to a market maker firm address, and this led to many inquiries by another user named Patrick Huser, who was asking, why would you need so much XRP to do market making? If you are a professional market maker, you will not run massive outright risk. I would rather say those XRP are on the way to flood the market, one-way street. Now, again, people get freaked out when a lot of XRP hit the market, and everyone believes like, oh my God, the apocalypse is coming, they're gonna flood the market. Again, you gotta remember, for Ripple to have more corridors, they need to have more liquidity, and for their on-demand liquidity product they are gonna have, they need massive liquidity out there. They need a lot of market makers. They need to have all that XRP out there for people to be able to transact with. And we know that they signed up with like what was it, like this firm in Australia. I just slipped my mind. And opening up new corridors, right? We also know that Interbank at Peru is also going to be working with the XRP product. So again, we do have a lot of adoption for XRP that is coming, and it's going to be really massive, right? And that adoption long term with Ripple, the vision is not short term. If you want to play Ripple to get rich quick, it's not going to happen. Ripple is a long game. You have to like be willing to hold and sit through it and sit with it for a longer period of time. Now, keep that in mind if you want to get into Ripple. There, yeah, you can make some quick money sometimes, but most of the time Ripple is a long game. Like really, you're buying into the future, right? The more adoption this keeps on going, when a first bank, if it's Interbank Peru or any other bank, start using on-demand liquidity, and the other banks see that they're saving money, the transactions are fast, the volatility risk is much lower, everyone is going to jump on that ship. And you know, you can still get on it right now. I'm not trying to sell you guys on Ripple, but I do believe it's one of the few cryptos that has very, very strong use case, and not just a theoretical use case, but a practical use case that is happening right now. Keep that in mind as you keep on probably trying to get into the crypto market, particularly if you want to get into Ripple. I do believe it's a good point. I'm not sure if the price right now would merit that, but you know, it's still really low, man. So it could be very interesting price to get into Ripple. If you're already into Ripple, you can probably add to your position. It's cheap right now. Anyways, Binance. Let's go into Binance, another coin that is kind of doing well. Anyways, Binance US opened almost 2 months ago, right? And amid significant anticipation, but it appears to have failed to deliver on the hype as its liquidity remains comparatively low to incumbents like Bittrex and Kraken, right? Now, its current daily volume hovers around $5 million according to CoinMarketCap, and Bitcoin trading makes up 42% of that, with another 13% that has been taken by stable coins to USD trading pairs, and altcoins rarely exceed $100,000 in daily trading volume. Some like the Dogecoin, are below $10,000, right? Anyways, 6 people tuned in, guys. I hope you're liking the stream. If you do, give a comment, like, subscribe, you know, whatever. You can toss stuff in the chat. It's live stream. We'll be glad to give you and chat with you and interact with you. And cheers, guys. It's episode 100. I'm celebrating. Anyways, there is a silver lining. Binance America clients appear to be heavy traders, though. Sorry, I forgot this bit. What we mentioned is not necessarily a bad thing, right? As it may seem. Many exchanges fake their volume to appear more desirable for projects wishing to list their tokens there. So again, there are fake volumes going on some markets, and they're saying here that there's a silver lining, right? Binance America clients appear to be heavy traders. With less than 10% of Bittrex website traffic, it has half the volume. Just put that into your mind, right? With less than 10% of Bittrex website traffic, meaning less people going there, it has half the volume. Meaning there's much more volume being moved with people that are going into Binance less times to do transactions. So again, big volumes being moved there. Anyways, the cryptoverse, including the CEOs of Binance and Tron, is advising Pornhub, a major porn website, and their performance on how to deal with the payment conundrum after PayPal stopped model payouts. Like they're saying, use more crypto. Now they are stating We're all devastated by PayPal's decision to stop payouts to over 100,000 performers who rely on them for their livelihoods. The adult website, that's what they're stating in an urgent announcement. Now, PayPal spokesperson told Crypto News, Crypto News. There's a website here. Yeah, but I'll show you something though, because I'm taking this from here. Anyways, where is it? It's here. They even misspelled their website, dude. They put like Crypto News, right? They didn't even write Crypto News well. That's the level of editing that they have here on this site. I think it's funny. Anyways, a PayPal spokesperson told CryptoNews.com that following a review, we have discovered that Pornhub has made certain business payments through PayPal without seeking our permission. We have taken action to stop these transactions from occurring. In either case, Cryptoverse has been lending a hand, suggesting that the performers to abandon the puritanical payment processors, as one Twitter user described them, and to try cryptocurrencies, right? On the other hand, Jeff Garzik, the CEO of blockchain startup Block, asked what cryptocurrency technology is realistically up to the challenge of handling all of the payments, all of the payment flows from big sites to PayPal right now, today. That's a valid question. I don't believe there's many. Anyways, let's go and look at the tweets. Urgent. PayPal has stopped all Pornhub model payouts. If you had PayPal as your payout model or method, please change to direct deposits or payments by check in your settings. Read more here. Then you have people like going, crypto personal portal. Lol, I don't understand what that even is. I'm cool with just direct deposits into my bank account. So again, they do have a plan B, not going through PayPal and direct deposits. So I'm not sure how good it's going to be for crypto. Anyways, this one, Changpeng Sao going out and saying, it looks like an opportunity, for crypto. And Jeff Gassick, right? Bitcoin, small payments discourage, Bitcoin Cash, Pro Payment Plus, Black and White constraint plus versus Pornhub traffic, Lightning not easy plus, EOS third generation, tax events if not stablecoin. So then a stablecoin plus helper network candidates. So again, asking who can handle it, right? And this is a valid question. They're probably gonna drive a lot of traffic through here, man. There we go. So we're done with the news segment. It was very short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 articles. We're gonna jump into the crypto analysis section again. If you're with us, that's great, and if you're not, then you can catch us on the replay, watch us later. Someday you might look back and say, "What was their episode 100 like? What was happening? I don't know how many days ago." But anyways, I do hope that you guys are with us, and if you are, thank you for being here. And if you're not, then I'm pretty sure you'll probably catch a replay. On to the next article. But before I jump onto that next wagon real quick, let me do a quick break. I need to get something real quick. Be right back. We're back, and let's look at the market. What is happening on the market? Sorry guys, I had to go get some chips. I'm starving. I didn't have a chance to eat. So what is happening with the market? Yesterday we lost some money, right? Money flowing out of the crypto sphere. On the daily, yes. 1.37% of loss yesterday. Today, 1.14%. Yesterday, opening at 231.93 billion, closing at 228.54 billion, and right now sitting at 225.95 billion, right? That's the market cap, man. Tightening off the Bollinger Band, starting to expand a little bit, sitting below 20 MA. on Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin dominance? Well, Bitcoin lost dominance yesterday. A little bit, sorry, this is positive, man. It just looks red. Look at the number up here. Plus 0.3% right now, gaining also 0.04%. Again, not gaining very much. Some indecision going on with Bitcoin, right? Doesn't know if it wants to gain more dominance or not. But again, below 20 MA, near that midline of the downsloping channel, that is where we're at of Bitcoin, right? That's it, that downsloping channel. Let's go to Bitcoin. What's happening, man? Yesterday it took a nasty dive, right? Sitting at 8,548.61. David, what's up, man? Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate it. How's it going? How's life? Oh, man, that's why the music's so loud. Sorry, guys. Let me do this real quick. I think that's too low for you, though. There we go. I was wondering why the music was, like, had so much feedback. Anyways. Yeah. Not much, dude. Episode 100. That's what's up. Celebrating, having a beer, eating chips. Live. So good, man. Just turn up whatever, man. It's appreciated, though. When you guys are here, it's good. That's what matters. When you guys come. And when you don't, I know there's life and stuff that happens, so it's fine. Anyways, right now we're sitting still within that range. 8,983, 8,437. Again, sitting at 8,549 right now. Let's zoom in, man. Yesterday, nasty move to the downside, right? Hitting that 20 MA, bouncing off it. Did we hit that upper part of the channel? Doesn't look like it here. Right now, we did hit that bottom part of the channel. We're rejecting lower prices. We talked about that move to the downside, right? We said if we move to the downside, we could go here, right? The mid part of the channel. Then this upper part of the larger downsloping channel. Then probably this line, the 8,400. And then if we break that, then we have this lower part of the downsloping channel. And if we break that, then we have 7,531 to look forward to. Anyways. Still making more negative momentum. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 43.65, but a little bit lower than expected, right? Let's go into the 4 hour. Yeah. There we go, loaded. Looking at the 4 hours real quick, trying to see if we're doing something. Low, lower low, more negative momentum from here to here. Even lower low, more negative momentum still, so no divergence going on here. And if you go from here to here, you would have divergence, right? But you would be ignoring a lot of data. You would be ignoring this, you would be ignoring this. No, so again, not too good to go all the way out here and ignoring this. All right, we broke down, that's fine. We're struggling to get above that 20 MA. And right now we're breaking down still on this 4 hour, but trying to recover a little bit. Again, not much going on. Sitting low on the RSI at 32.59. Again, being sold. Heading towards that oversold area. Let's go into the 1 hour. Sorry, the internet seems to be a little bit slow. There we go. So, let's look at this, man. Here we do have divergence. Bullish. From here to here going lower. From here to here making less negative momentum. And from here to here also making less negative momentum, right? There you go. So you have bullish divergence, strong bullish divergence on two of the oscillators. The MACD histogram and the RSI. So potential price action to the upside, you're getting it. I'm not sure how strong it's going to be right now, but you have that 20 MA to look forward to. All right, you're also bouncing off the mid part of the channel, which might give you a little bit more strength as well, because you used it as a support once, twice. Anyways, seems we have not come and touched that upper part of the more major downsloping channel, so let's keep an eye out for that. Right now, there's nothing else going on. There's still more negative momentum, so you can even go here and still make divergence, right? Doesn't matter. What matters is that you're making bullish divergence, and that is playing out, and that you're probably going to see price action to the upside, short term. But like I said, I'm not sure how strong this is going to be right now. because we're in a downtrend. Snap, that doesn't look too pretty. Oh, there we go. Let me change. There we go. Time frames. Awesome. We're in a downtrend, right? So again, that's why I'm not sure how strong this is going to be. But we're fighting to stay above that on that upper 50% of the channel, of the downsloping channel. And we're probably going to try to make a run for higher prices. Let's wait and see how this plays out, man. Just keep an eye out right now that you're going to move to the upside. Stuff that can happen. You move to this high, you make more positive momentum somehow, create a lower positive momentum, but you go higher in the price, you create some sort of bearish divergence, and then you break down again. You don't get to that high, nothing happens. You can just go keep on, snaking down, right? Like doing like this, down. But let's see how this keeps on developing. Just keep an eye out for this. Right now, you're gonna get immediate. This would say immediate price action to the upside. But like I said, I'm not sure how strong it's gonna be, how many candles it's gonna take to develop, but it's there. Let's go on to Ethereum, man. Ethereum on the daily. Today's stream is crypto and chips. So yesterday losing dominance, 0.17%. Right now losing a little bit more, 0.47%. Sitting at 8.74% off market cap. That price, positive price momentum starting to decrease. Also that RSI decreasing a little bit. Sitting at 55.91 on the RSI. Again, on that neutral zone. But, right now, this is not necessarily bad. If you compare it to Bitcoin, you are gaining overall on Bitcoin dominance, right? So you're getting dominance. Sitting at 8.74% right now. Let's go into Ethereum price. Ethereum sitting at $182.11. What's happening? We're having tightness of the Bollinger Bands. We kind of broke this symmetrical triangle that we were in. We're talking about it, that if we didn't go to the upside and touch that, we're probably going to break to the downside. And yeah, we touched that 20 MA, right? We said it was potential area. We had that 20 MA, but since we ignored both the 20 MA, the upper part, the bottom part of the upsloping channel, touching the 20 MA bounce, sorry, not that 20 MA, bouncing off the Bollinger Band, the bottom band. If we break down, we probably have some support around this area, right? That we've seen, maybe some support around this area as well. But let's wait for this to break down, and then I'll probably trace some support. There's probably some support around this area, like I said, some support around this area, and then some support down here. But we'll call that if we break down more, which could potentially happen. To find that out, we need to go to a smaller time frame. So let's go into the 1 and the 4 hour, right? Low, lower low, more negative momentum, that's fine. Higher low, less negative momentum. Okay, so from here to here would be from here to here. You'll be creating bullish divergence, but you're ignoring this data set, right? This island, and you shouldn't ignore islands. But if you wanted to look for a bullish sign, you certainly look for this. You don't have it on the RSI, so again, you would just have it on the MACD histogram. But again, that's entirely up to you if you want to believe this is bullish and you're going to get price action to the upside. For me, you're going too far back and you're ignoring this island, right? But again, pointing it out that if you want to look for it, you can find it there. So right now, price action to the downside from the more immediate island, you don't have any kind of divergence. You would have to go all the way back here. Like I said, on the top part, you don't have any kind of bearish divergence. You broke down because you were too weak to go higher. And you couldn't even go to this previous high, right? So again, breaking down, that's fine. Nothing to worry yet. Sitting at $182, that's fine for Ethereum right now. Let's go into the 1 hour. Oh, sorry, you were sitting sold on your RSI on the 4 hour at 38.40. But let me go into the 1 hour. And like I said, for some reason, TradingView is taking a while to load today. Awesome. So let's look at Ethereum, man. Within this island, we look for something and then we'll look to the next island, right? Because you want to trace divergence usually from one island to the next. But sometimes you do have slant divergence that happens within the same island. So bullish divergence from here to here. Price action to the upside. And since this is all one island, you don't have to go to this red spot. You can choose the highest one. Go from here to here. From here to here. And say we have bullish divergence also to the previous island, right? So you have slant divergence and regular divergence. So price action to the upside. You're seeing it play out right now in this 1 hour candle. Like I said, I'm not sure how high it's going to go. You still have that 20 may have to fight, and then that upsloping channel that you probably are going to try to get back into if you were to reverse this price action to the downside, right? Now, you don't have any of these divergences developing on the RSI. That's why I'm not tracing anything here. But you're sitting sold at 34.21, which is not that bad, right? I mean, sold, trying to get back up to that neutral zone. So again, something that we should expect to happen. That's it for this, man. Let's see. I'll just look at this real quick. Let's see if you had something. 6, 5, yeah. So on this area, sorry, I gotta change the music real quick. So from let's say, what was I gonna do? It was on the top part. So from here to here, going slightly higher. From here to here, definitely going lower, right? So you're getting hidden bullish divergence, price continuation, price action to the downside. So yeah, sorry, hidden bearish divergence, price action to the downside. Yes, William James, thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate it. Awesome possum, dude. The crew is in the channel watching the stream. Yes, it's episode 100, man. I'm glad. I'm happy. Thanks for those all those 100s that you typed out, man. I'm super happy. I'm happy for episode 100 for sure. You know what that means? That means I've been here for 100 days, man. You know how many people do something for 100 days? Like, consistently? Except, like, going to work, right? But for me, this is not work. This is fun. This is what I do after work. So for me, this is, like, better than work. I can sit here, talk with you guys, chill. So 100 days, man. Not 100 days in a row. I had that break from work where I had to go travel, and I was out for like 4 or 5 episodes. But consistently, this is episode 100, so it's 100 days. Just like had to take a 5-day break for work-related reasons. But anyways, man, it's amazing though being here for 100 days. And for sure, I'll tell you what, no weekends. I am here on the weekends still, and I love it, man. I tell you that, I really, really love it, man. It's a lot of fun to be here. And you guys make it a lot of fun to be here, for sure. That's why I keep coming back. If you guys wouldn't show up, I probably would have gotten bored of this. I like it. I like talking about this. I probably wouldn't have quit, but it would be really boring if no one showed up to the streams, for sure. You guys make it worthwhile, for sure. That's something I can tell you. Anyways, let's look at Ripple, man. Ripple going down yesterday, gaining a little bit of price action, 0.08. Fudge, no, it lost 0.08. It just looks green, and data here looks green. I hate it when it does that, man. Anyways, it looks like very neutral, but 0.08. Right now, losing 0.19%. Sitting at 5.06% on market cap. Price of Ripple, 26 cents. 26.402 cents. We talked about Ripple and potential going down. I'll tell you something, though. We broke into the area that we don't want to be. We broke into the area where we have that margin of going from 26 cents to 24 cents. We probably manufacture some support around this area. This area. Right? It used to be an area where we bounced around for a bit. So it could be an area that we could stay within for a little bit. But again, impulse down sloping consolidation. You have to get exhausted of these at some point in time. It's impossible for this to go on forever. You have to get exhausted at some point in time. This has to turn around, start to pump to the upside again. But anyways, price action to the downside. Negative momentum still developing, sitting sold on the RSI at 37.94. Yeah, not looking very good, man. Remember, we talked about potentials to the downside yesterday and potentials to the upside, and we were within a triangle, and we weren't 100% sure where the market was going to go. what it was gonna do for a lot of the coins, but take this into account. Ripple didn't tank as hard as it usually does. When Bitcoin drops a little bit, man, like in Ripple, it sometimes is exponential. Right now, it didn't tank as hard. Like, look, Ethereum going 1.27% down on daily. Ripple's just 1.39. Bitcoin is like 0.97. In some cases, 1%. So again, it's going down, but not as hard. And Ethereum, in some cases, is 1.57% down. And Ripple is just 1.39. So again, not going as hard as it usually does. Right? But it's also much lower than everyone else. It never recovered to that same height that everyone else did. So that's probably what's dampening that effect that usually Ripple has. So on the daily, nothing we can trace. We're still down sloping, more negative momentum, even on the RSI going down. So let's go into the 4 hour, man. So on the 4 hour, I think we were flirting with the idea of this being a triangle, right? Symmetrical. And we talked that we didn't know exactly where this was going to go, man. Because we were within a symmetrical triangle doing just the regular movements that you do, right? Snaking and tightening. We said below 20 MA. So again, we talked about potentials. Look, man, we hit that mid part of the channel. We bounced back into it. Then we floated around that 26,692. And then right now, in this just 4 hour candle, we just broke below it. So again, not very good for Ripple, but still in that downsloping channel, right? It has not gone like crazy out of the downsloping channel. Trying to adjust this a little bit. Apparently got, yeah, there we go. That makes sense there. Yeah. Sorry, no, it don't make sense. I had this to the here, right? Sorry guys, I'm adjusting the channel a little bit.
Happy 100.
Awesome, dude. David, yeah, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for that 618. Like I heard that little voice saying happy 100 and I didn't know what the fuck it was, man. I was like, what? How did someone send a text, man? I appreciate it, bro. Thanks, man. I much appreciate it, bro, for sure. You took Shadow Wolf's spot. That was Bitcoin. Yeah, you took Shadow Wolf's spot, man. I have beer here with me, so I am really celebrating this stream. And like I said, if you guys want to grab a beer and celebrate with me, you can do it on your house. I would love to invite you for a beer if you ever come back down to Mexico City. Any of you guys, let me know and we'll have a beer for sure. That was a horrible pour on that one, but it's a good beer nonetheless. Yeah, man. Cheers. Yeah, waiting for the foam. I like poured horribly on this Pilsner glass, a Pilsner style glass. So I have to wait for the foam to die down a little bit. But yeah, really enjoying the stream, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun being here. Anyways, price action to the downside, breaking that mid part of the channel. I did something weird, and I shifted everything. So there we go. That's how I had it, I think. Yeah, that's how I had it. Because in the 1 hour it made sense. In the daily it made sense. In the 4 hour we get the spikes that don't make sense. But anyways, price action to the downside. Going in, dude. Low, lower low, lower low. More negative momentum building, so no divergence. Unluckily for us. Sitting low on the RSI at 31.13. So not much going on there as well. If anything, you can see divergence. If you want to look for divergence, bullish, of the strong type, that would mean price reversal of some sort. You would have it here. See, you're going slightly higher on that RSI from this low, right? Slightly higher on your RSI. So again, you're going in, right? So converging on that bottom part, price and oscillator. giving you that divergence, that would mean price reversal potentially, right? Cheers, skol, salud, sante, jin jin, davai davai. I'm not sure, man. Whichever language you guys want to say cheers in, it's fine. Prost. So, what else, man? Oh, snap, that changed. There we go. Let's go into the 1 hour, man. We haven't looked at the 1 hour. On the 1 hour. 1 hour later. I need to get that SpongeBob voice for 1 hour later. And then I can put it when we do the 1 hour. 1 hour later. So we have divergence, right? Bullish price action to the upside potentially. So we could do a reversal and try to pump to the upside. I'm not sure how strong that's going to be yet. So just be careful with that, though. I'm calling it because it's there. But like I said, be careful with that. Yeah. Remember when I told you it wasn't really like pre-swell? I told you guys, during swell, XRP pump drops, dude. And it dropped during swell. And after, look at the history of XRP, man. After swell, it keeps on dropping for a little bit. They'll probably go to around 25 cents, and they'll probably chill there for a bit before trying to rise again next year. No, I'm kidding. I'm not sure what Ripple's going to do yet up towards the end of the year because it's not really clear. Right now, that's going to go down still. We have divergence on 2 oscillators. You should start a pump. Stuff that can happen. You go up, you hit that 20 MA. You fail to get above it. You break down again. Create a little bit less negative momentum, right? You create again divergence for the second time. And then you can try to pump harder. But also you could break above that 20 MA, but reject the 26,692. And then you can break down. And then if you get above that, you can probably like bounce around this area like we did here, right? Support, resistance, support. Then we broke through. All right, so just be careful with your trade setups. That's why stop losses are good, man. Right? And that's why you shift your stop losses up as the price goes up, so that if the price drops, you're already on a taking profit level, right? At some point in time, look, I'll try to do that here. Let's say this is price, right? And you get in, and it keeps on going up, right? Now let's say you got in at this price. Sorry, I'll shift this for a second. You get in at this price, right? Then you will probably set up your stop loss at a certain percentage below. But as the price keeps on rising, right, with history or within time, you would also raise your stop loss. So it would stop being a stop loss and a take profit once you're above that level, right? Once you're above the price you got in, it will become a take profit level, right? You would have your take profit. A real take profit is where you said, dude, this is the price I'm going to get out no matter what happens, and I'm going to take profits, and I don't care what happens afterwards. But this stop loss is no longer a stop loss, because loss would be here. You would be losing if you went down. Over here, you would be gaining. So it becomes a sort of a take profit, but not the take profit level that you wanted to take profit at, right? It's like a safe net that you keep on rising, so that if the price was ever to go down, you would sell your position at that point in time, and then you would take it from there, right? But then you could come all the way down here. But if you never set up a stop loss, and you never hit your stop loss, right? Or you hit your stop loss, but you never placed it, you can just keep on losing. But if you place a stop loss and you never moved it, you would only lose the amount that you were willing to lose at the beginning. So, that's it. That's just a short, my short thoughts on this matter. I'll clear this up real quick so it's not here in the chart bothering me later on. But usually that's how you would place a stop loss and what you would do out with it, right? So I can trade on Binance. Seems like that's where all the coins are. Yeah. Be careful, dude. They do have know your client, the procedures that will ask you for ID, I think. So even with a VPN, if they find out that you are a US citizen trading there, you can get into a lot of trouble. If you're in the States, you can go to Binance US, but if you looked at the article that we did for Binance, look at this. Binance US plagued by low liquidity, meaning that there's not a lot of people trading there right now. And not a lot of people trading there compared to Bittrex and Kraken. There's more volume trading there. Let's say this. There's higher people that move money there, bigger amounts of money, but not a lot of trading volume or liquidity, right? The market is illiquid. So if you take a position, it will be harder to like get out of that position. So just keep it in mind. We did talk about that. So on the news today. So let's keep on looking at this, man. The 1 hour, we have divergence, price action to the upside. Let's wait for that to develop. Let's say from here to here, you're going higher, more positive momentum. So nothing. Oh, sorry, no, you didn't. I lied. From here to here, you're going lower. So if anything, you would have had bearish divergence, hidden bearish divergence, price continuation, and you're continuing in the downtrend. So price action to the downside, broke it down again. But Ripple trying to hold this price level right now. And I wish this 1 hour would be better. You can still build negative momentum, right? So long as you don't get past this line. If I leave this flat, just keep in mind that we left it flat so that you don't pass it. If you stay below this line, no matter how low you go, if you stay up below this line, you will create bullish divergence, strong, and then try to pump. If you want to buy XVG, you can find anywhere to buy it. Have you tried HitBTC, Poloniex, Binance, or some other? Binance US, I'm pretty sure doesn't have it, but yeah. For this, let's go into Litecoin, man. Having a blast. It's a lot of fun, man. Today has been a fun day. I've been super excited for episode 100. Litecoin yesterday losing dominance, 1.70%. Right now gaining a little bit, 0.46. Sitting at 1.65% of market cap. Price of Litecoin, $58.51. Not that bad for a Litecoin, Anyways, what is happening with Litecoin? Losing price yesterday, 3.17% of price value, or price, and right now losing 0.68. Like I said, sitting at 58.51. Negative momentum starting to build. So again, from the previous one would be here to here, right? And this negative momentum can still go on building, but right now where we're at, you would be having hidden bullish divergence, price continuation, right, on the daily. This day still has to develop, and the next couple of days have to develop still. So that RSI is still going lower, sitting at 47.04, neutral on the RSI, but like I said, heading towards that lower area. Litecoin sitting at 30.76 on the RSI on the 4 hours. That negative momentum starting to die out. Man, this came over here with us to hunt us from the daily for some reason. Again, I do this, like, it's just starting to get like really weird. Every stream I do this and it just keeps on coming back to haunt me. Alright. Looking at this real quick, right? Within the same island, we don't have divergence, right? If anything, and it will be too short, you will trace it from here to here, and from here to here. There you would have bullish divergence, right? Strong bullish divergence. But if you want to look farther back to the previous island, which is valid because it's the previous red island, you would go from here to here, and then you would go from here to here. So you can go from here to here, right? I said that you were developing bullish divergence, but you don't have it on the RSI, you just have it on the MACD histogram. So there's a potential that price action might pump to the upside. You can go here, man. That's fine. And we can go here as well. Right? So you would have it on the slant divergence, and then you would have it on the more major time frame. So Only thing I don't like about Litecoin is that it's sitting below that 200 midline, sorry, the mid part of the upsloping channel that we're in. But again, we're still within a more major downsloping channel, so you know that's the sad story of Litecoin, still downsloping on the major trend. Let's go into the 1 hour, man. On the 1 hour, look, something that you can see real quick is that the price is right now lower than it was back here. And you can probably see that you're going to like positive, man. Right now, you're gonna start making a negative momentum island, meaning that you can still go lower, right? But again, right now you're going from here to here. It's lower right now. You're gonna go here probably. Here. It doesn't matter where you go, so long as you don't pass this line that I'm also gonna leave straight, so you know where we can pass. You stay below this line here on the MACD, right? Anything above this line, sorry. So lower negative momentum. You would create bullish divergence, and you might see a pump. Right now, what I do like is that the real one going to here to like that positive towards that price action to the downside. You would also have it on the RSI. So again, you would have bullish divergence into the oscillators. That is developing. It's not developed yet because this has not started to pump to make a new positive bar, or you haven't created a red bar that has also stagnated and started to go down. So again, it's still developing. Just keep it in mind, it's a possibility that it actually plays out. Where else, man? Let's see what else we can do. That's it for Litecoin, man. There's not much going on. Don't matter if I tell you what's going on back here, because this right now, you're not going to trade back here, man. This already happened, so this is what I can see right now happening. Oh, sorry, and here also, if anything. You'll be going in lower, right? And you will be going slightly higher. So here you would have developed hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. You're in a downtrend, so you continue it downwards. But right now you're creating that bullish divergence that we need for this to pump. Voila, that's it. 8 people tuned in, guys. You're amazing. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. Sorry if I'm looking down. I'm pouring myself the rest of this beer can. And on a glass, because that's how you drink beer, out of a glass. And now we're back to 7, so it's all fine. Let's keep on doing this. Let's go to what else, man? Let's go to Binance. Before I do Binance, I forgot to talk about something on Ripple. Remember when we were talking about this? I think I have it here. No, it's probably this one. For some reason, my this one somewhere. It shouldn't have, but we had it here. Remember how we were talking that Peter Brand said we were within this diamond pattern on the bottom? If we held above 30.48, I think it was, cents, we were gonna pump to the upside. Yeah, it didn't happen, but I also don't believe this pattern has finished developing, right? You can still have it here. You can still go here. Even though it's not gonna look as pretty, you will still be having a diamond pattern forming, right, developing, and it can still be very valid. It just changes things a little bit, right? You're still within it. So now that I didn't forget to say that because I had forgotten, let's look at Binance, and we'll take it from there. Binance on the daily. Yesterday gaining a little bit, 1.20%. Today losing 0.85% of value of market cap, sitting at 1.44% of total market cap. Price of Binance $20.86. Look at Binance holding like a champ. Not joking when I'm saying that. Look at this. Look at Binance. Look at where it's at compared to like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, right? This is the new day, man. This just happened 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Look at how everyone else is holding up, right? All red. Ripple, all red. Ethereum, even lower than 4 days ago, right? Bitcoin, even lower, right? So again, when I said Binance holding like a champ, I'm not kidding, dude. Look at this. hasn't dropped. It hasn't even touched the 20 MA on the daily. So again, it's holding pretty good. Even though it's one of the messiest looking charts that I have. Because all the stuff that I keep on sending back to its time frame just keeps on popping back today. It's still looking the best. Anyways, we were developing. Okay, so why we broke down, right? This was up here yesterday when the day was going on. So we now close it to here, adjust it to here, and adjust it to here. And you're probably saying, well, why is it going down if it's holding like a champ? Well, you had bearish divergence develop on both of the oscillators on the daily. So this dump can still go on. It's just on the daily. It takes a little bit longer to play. It's not as fast as a 1 hour, right? But still, you're probably going to get price action to the downside. We haven't even expanded the Bollinger Bands with that move. If anything, the top one is still contracting a little bit more. The bottom one's still going up, so contraction of the Bollinger Bands. Let's go into the 4 hour, man. In the 4 hour, we had divergence here. Bearish divergence. We're starting to break to the downside. Right now, making a negative momentum island. Right here. Still moving down as well. So nothing here in the 4 hours that we can call out yet. So let's go into 1 hour, man. On the 1 hour. In the 1 hour, we developed bullish divergence. From here to here, you're going in. From here to here, you're going down. So if anything, price action to the upside, you're seeing it play out right now. And we just closed the hour, so new candle are going to start to develop soon. $39.07 and 38.70. So right now, price, it's you don't have that divergence on the RSI, you just have it on the MACD histogram. So again, yeah, you saw that nice pump right now, opening a new candle. You can keep on rising. You probably keep on rising, hit that 20 MA, break in, then try to get above that 236 again. That's way back here. I know it's that red line, so I'll just look at what it is. 21.303, I think it was the actual one. So anyways, this new hour just opened. So again, it has 59 minutes to go. You still have a lot of time for this to develop. You have that divergence, right? Keep an eye out for it. You can still go even higher. The price can still drop. Just because you have it doesn't mean it has to pump. Right now you have it here. You kind of reversed a little bit. But again, until this turns positive, you can still go building negative momentum. So long as your momentum doesn't touch this green bar I just placed here, and you go lower, right? You will create that divergence that we need for this to pump. So again, that's it for this on the 1 hour. There's nothing else. XVG, yeah, we'll look at XVG, man. You just toss that up there, and we'll look at it for sure. Let's go to XVG. XVG, we looked at it the other day. I have conflicting charts. This chart from Verge, US dollar by Binance, calculated by Binance, or sorry, calculated by TradingView on Binance. It says that you are up on the daily 0.6%. 0.6, yeah, so 0.60%. 7% right now. This chart over here from Bitfinex says you're down, even though it looks green here is negative. It says you're down 6.43%. That's a lot of price. That's a big difference between both of the exchanges, right? This one's positive. This one's negative. It's just freaking weird when that happens, man. So again, two charts, two data points that we have to look at. Right now, they just turned negative 1.30%. All right, so what's going on? 55761. Okay, so you're going higher here than here. So again, you're not developing bearish divergence on the daily. You're going higher. You're also going higher here, and you're going higher on your RSI. Although on your RSI you're hitting, let's see where we're at. I need to close this. On the RSI you're sitting at 70.01. You're being bought right now, overbought. So that's it for this on this chart. I'll look at this one. You're obviously going higher. You're also going higher here. See, on this chart, you're not overbought. Anyways, yeah, let's go into the 4 hour. Driving you nuts, you can buy it. Yeah, it happens, man. The only thing is, why don't you look for a swap, right? Look for someone that can buy it for you. It's riskier because you have to trust that person, but you can probably find someone that can buy it, and then they can deposit it into a wallet that you decide to, and then you pay them the money, right? And then you will hold it, just you won't be able to trade it until you find someone else to undo that operation with. On the 4 hours, no bearish divergence, still pumping, looking nice. 2.5% up on this chart. On this one, 6.43% down. I'm not sure if this chart stopped updating. Yeah, it probably stopped updating. Because this shows me the 22-hour candle, right? You can see it here, 22, probably at the bottom. Yeah. Probably you can't. Yeah, you can, I think. Yeah, you can. And here, it just gives me the 18-hour, right? So the period is 4 hours. So, but anyways, price action going up still, like more positive price action, more positive on the momentum, right? And still higher on the RSI. So again, being overbought at 77.85. Here, it's not updating the data. So we're not gonna look at this chart because data is not being updated. So we'll just stay with this one right now. Now that we determined that, it's easier. Sorry, let me go on the 4 hour. Yeah, I already called it what we were doing, right? So I'll go into the 1 hour. So you went high, now you're going lower. You're much lower on your positive momentum and much lower on your RSI. So watch out, man. Stuff that can happen, right? You can probably get to here real quick. Here. Right. To this price level. But look at where you're at on your momentum. Even if you get up there, you're not going to bounce all the way up here, right? So if anything, you're probably going to close somewhere around this area with a green bar. And on your RSI, you're probably also not going to get that high. Probably going to close somewhere around here with the RSI. And what's going to happen there is that you're probably going to have bearish divergence. It's probably going to break you down. Because if anything, you'll probably go higher, right, if you keep on pumping. And you're probably going to get somewhere around this area, maybe somewhere around this area. And then you would create that divergence and probably break down, right? Just watch out with this. Right now, you would be buying at a premium, I think. So, see, it has been on the rise. Sorry, it's gonna look very small for you guys, but I gotta look at something on this chart like that. And this is just so that I can trace it real quick. So, go here, fibs. Okay, so from this low to this high, we made a valid retrace, even going to that 50% and then bouncing back. Remember, I told you guys that 50% is an area where you can retrace. Okay, so now that I clear this and I said that you retrace validly, or a valid retrace, it wouldn't make sense for me to go up here, because then, you know, we can confirm this as a local bottom now to the new high. So I'll take this low, this red. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it here, but this red here. Am I up to par here? Sorry guys, I think my stream is behind. I'm not sure how much. At least by a little bit. I think there we go. Yeah, you might be able to see it. It's gonna be very faint, but there's a red bar right here. So I'll trace my low to high and see where we're at, right? So now I can zoom in. I want to confirm on the larger frame that we were already had made a valid retracing. We were pumping even higher. So again, this is good. So from the 100%, we're going up to that 0%, right? So going higher. You know, we started retrace. We already hit that 382, which is the beginning of the retrace, right? So from low to high, your retrace made a valid retrace, you can start pumping again, right? So we'll see how much this pumps. Like I said, you're probably gonna create that divergence, it's gonna break it down. But I just wanted to call a valid retrace and see where we're at. If you wanted to ignore that wick as FOMO and you wanted to come to the next one right here, you would have still made a valid retrace. And right now, it would seem that the 236 was the one that was giving you resistance. But again, that's it for this right now. There's a lot of indecision going on. The moves are very, very sharp just because this is worth very little amount of money, right? 0.004 cents. So again, you can, we were talking about this, I think, right? William James, you said, if you buy this at, but you wanted to buy $500, and I think, like you said, if it goes to like 3 cents, you'll be a millionaire or something like that. Anyways, I believe you're buying at a premium for not from what it's worth. So I mean, if we look at full data, yeah, you can still go higher, right? But if we look at the shorter data, man, now that I look at the chart like this, you might not be buying at a premium. Sorry, man. You're definitely buying higher than what you could have gotten in, right? That was this. It would have been the lowest low, I think. Or some of the lowest lows. Close to lowest lows. But right now, yeah, this could certainly go up still. But I'm not familiar with the project. I'm not sure what they do, so I can't tell you that. I haven't had a chance to look at it. This weekend I'm gonna be all free, so I might have a chance to look at this. Let me write it down. Verge, and it's what's the ticker for this? XVG. I'll try to look for news on that and see what's going on. Anyways, let's go look at XLM, right, David? You like XLM, so we'll look at that. XLM, 0.64% of market cap. Not too much. Price of XLM, 0.07 cents. How's it holding up? Shit, man, it's holding up better than Ripple, I'll tell you that. A little bit better than Ripple. So on the daily, you're going down, low, higher, high. And that's an ad that's coming into Spotify, and we don't like the ads. Here we go. I think we heard that one. So okay. So right now you're going lower than the previous high, so again, less positive momentum, lower on their side. You're just going with the market, nothing here. If anything, from here to here, you'll be going higher. And from here to here, you would also be making a little bit more negative momentum. So you would have, you don't have it on the RSI. You just have it on the XLM, and it's still developing, right? This is the first candle, second candle red. So you can keep on building it. You can still come down here, and you can still like develop this a little bit more, and you will still have it, right? You get the idea. If your price doesn't drop below this, and you keep on building that momentum, you're gonna create hidden bullish divergence, price continuation. You're in a slight uptrend, so your price continuation might still be going higher, right? That's on the daily. Let me go into the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, you had divergence. I'm looking at the more immediate data, right? Not going back here. So you had divergence here. Oh, lower low. Okay, so now you're developing here bullish divergence. So from here to here, I'll zoom in a lot more now because this is what matters. What's happening right now? I just wanted to know why we broke down. See if there was data there. So right now it's very slight. You can still drop lower and negate it. Jonathan Sanchez, how's it going, man? I'm back at it again. I'm back at it again every day, man. I'm here daily at 9 p.m. Central, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Today's episode 100, and we're having a lot of fun. So, yeah, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Okay, see what I mean, David? This just dropped a little bit more. And let's say this is 55758, 51. You still have a little bit more to go before you negate it. But right now you would be creating that divergence that would potentially see you pump to the upside. This is just 4-hour candle, just started to develop. Just keep an eye out for it, right? You're going lower on the RSI. You don't have anything here. You're sitting at 34.36, which puts you on that sold area. Damn, son. You're driving from California to Tennessee? Shit. That is a long drive, man. That's going to take you a couple of, like, how many hours is that drive? If you're driving, like, I don't want to distract you. Keep your eyes on the road. You can definitely just listen to me as I do this. But that is a long drive, man. That's a lot of hours you're going to put into that. Anyways, yeah, like I said, divergence, right? Developing. Only on the MACD, not so much on the RSI. You can still... 3 days? Shit. You've done that before, William James? Dude, I'm curious. Give me 1 second. I'll come back to XLM real quick. I'll just pick Tennessee and then I'll go directions and then I'll have to change where I'm at. So we'll say California. I'll just take it from a place on California to a place in Tennessee. No particular one. Fuck, that's 32 hours, son. Dang. $16 hours left. Okay, that would put you somewhere around like New Mexico or Texas, I think. And if you're near Texas, you're probably going near Amarillo or yeah, or Albuquerque. You're somewhere between that area, I guess. That'll be like midpoint. So yeah, dude, that's a long drive, bro. Dang. Well, I hope you it's late, so I hope you drink a Red Bull if you're not planning on stopping by to have a rest. And if you're having a rest, then that's fine. But damn, son, that is a long drive. Anyways, I did that drive. I didn't do it to Tennessee. I did it to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I went to university there, and I did it from Arizona. So I did it like in a shorter frame that you did. So I went from Tucson to Tulsa, and I did end up sleeping the first on the way there. I slept passing Albuquerque. I can't remember which city it was. I think it was Carmen or something. And on the way back, it was a heavy blizzard going into Albuquerque. So I had to like sleep in Albuquerque. Actually, I had to stay there. The highway was like a mess. But anyways, let's keep on looking at this. Yeah, man, I hope you're enjoying the trip, man. You must have a really nice playlist for that. So okay, you have divergence, bearish, developing still. Sorry, not bearish, bullish. You don't have it on your RSI. Let me see. No, because you might have it on the RSI. I just looked at something, so 26.32, 28. So you do have it on the RSI. Sorry, man. So you have divergence on both, right? Both time frames. Sorry, no, both oscillators. So you might do a sort of U-turn here. You can still drop a little bit more and have it on the MACD, but you will negate it on the RSI very quickly. Just keep an eye out for that on XLM. Again, you have it on the 4 hours, right? More immediate, and then you have it on the 1 hour. All right, so we have it on both. On the 1 hour, having it on both oscillators, and if you want to look at the MACD line, the blue line, you would also have it. So you could expect a sort of U-turn to happen, maybe. But like I said, you can still develop a little bit more and still create that divergence, right? This is just starting to develop. So keep an eye out for that on XLM. Again, I'm not sure on XLM. They sold over half of their supply. And they didn't sell it, they burned it. So again, I'm not sure what they're going to do with that. The price should have doubled right? If you have, let's say you have 2 tokens and one of them is worth 1 and the other one's worth 1, you burn 1, the one you have should be worth 2 because there's half of the supply, but the price of XLM didn't double when they burned half of the supply. So again, there's something off there. If anything, it's just 50% or like 30%, it's way up. So not to convince us to what this might do. So we're open for requests. If anyone wants to look at anything, let me know on the chat and we'll look at that. And if no one tells us a request, this is episode 100, so I'm happy. I'm having beer. I can go for another beer while you guys type something up, and I think I'll do that because my beer is almost out. So while you come up with the next coin for me to look at, or stock, or anything, I will go for something to drink. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I forgot to mute the mic when I went away. But yeah, we'll look at Tezos. Let me make sure I don't have it open first. Yeah, here we go. I have a Tezos open. So we'll do daily for Tezos. Tezos nice pump. They had something happen. I can't remember what it was. We actually talked about this in one of the streams. But Tezos was doing something really cool. Oh yeah, they tokenized an apartment complex worth like several $1 million. They were tokenizing that. That's what they were doing. I just remember it. So yeah, new beers. Cheers, guys. All right, Tezos. You've probably seen what's happening, right? I'm not sure if this is the best chart to look at Tezos. We kind of gapped, right? So you're going higher, right? Let's call this the opening price because you're going red. You're going lower on your RSI. You're creating divergence. Bearish. Price action to the downside. You're seeing it play out. You would also have it on the RSI. But for me to do Tezos, I'll probably look for another chart. Because I want to see if this is better in another chart because this has a big gap. So again, Tezos XTC. This is Kraken. Let's look at the Kraken one. That was weird. I just skipped ads like less than 10 minutes ago and they put another ad. I'll replay it out. There we go. 5% staking? Yeah, probably. This chart makes more sense. We don't have that gap. So that divergence that I was talking about is not here. Okay, so look at the daily. Let's see what's going on. You had divergence, right? Bullish. Played to the upside nicely. Sorry if I'm looking at data from behind, but I want to kind of see what this is doing or the flow that this is having. High, higher, high. You're going with, to a lower high, I guess. Yeah. So that here you had divergence, bearish, breaking it down, right? Going lower on your price, going higher on your histogram. Then the more immediate you were high, higher, high. And then you're lower, again, that's fine. You don't have anything here. Do you have something here on history? You don't have that divergence on the RSI, right? That bullish divergence that pump you to the upside. Shorter term. All right, so here we have something on the shorter term, right? So a couple days ago, you went higher on the price, topping out. You don't have it on the MACD histogram, but you have it on the RSI. You're doing the opposite. You're going lower there. So you created some sort of bearish divergence that's breaking you down. You only had it on the RSI. That's why you broke down. I was trying to figure out why was this breaking down. So now let's go into the 4 hours and see what's going on here short term. All right, so you created divergence bearish, right? And this line divergence, right? You can see and touch various points going down lower, and this will just look like a straight line going there. But again, you have that bullish divergence, right? Price action to the upside. You didn't have it on the RSI, just on the histogram. And let's see, from here to here, going higher also. And from here to here, you obviously see that you're going to zero, so to a negative. So again, you're having divergence, right? Breaking down. You created bullish divergence that's pumping up on the 4 hours, sitting neutral on the RSI at 58.35 on the 4 hours. Let's go into the 1 hour. Okay. All right. So on the more immediate stuff, right? You developed bullish divergence, right? Only on the RSI. Sorry, on the MACD, not on the RSI. But you also had tightness of the volume bands, and you were going bullish, right? You were starting to pump to the upside, and that tightness of the volume bands just helped you with that explosive move to the upside, right? And see, it's higher high, more positive momentum, higher on the RSI as well. And right now you're going lower. So again, right now you're sitting neutral at 56.80, making less positive momentum. So right now there's I don't have anything negative that I can look at. So look, I don't do this. I'll go into the 30-minute just to see if there's anything I can call out here. So you're hitting that previous low with more negative momentum. So again, you're diverging on the bottom part. But one of them is like stable, let's say. The other one's diverging. This goes down a little bit more negated because this, sorry, right now it will go down, right? And then this still go farther down, and this still go farther down, right? So again, you'll be going with the market with Teslas right now. But here is that divergence you develop. You went higher, going lower, and you're also going lower. So again, breaking it down, right? Try to recover. But the rally, let's see if the rally was at that same level. Yes, your price closing on this here at 6:30, sorry, and at 4:30 or 2:30, you're on the same level. Let's see what's happening here on the top. You're going down. You're diverging, man. And here, diverging, yes, it is something. It's called divergence, bearish. So price action to downside. This new candle seems to have gapped up, but you're not seeing a lot of movement, right? It's sitting at 0.43, but it doesn't really look like 0.43. So it probably started here, then it went up here, but it's not loading the data properly. So the last I have for this is divergence of the type you don't want to have. And you don't have any bullish divergence yet. So right now it's one of those things that you have to wait and see how this keeps on building. Because right now this could still go to the downside. But let's go back into the 1 hour, man. Try to see if there's anything else I can look at. Like, okay, so this you could also look at impulse up, down, sloping consolidation, impulse up again, failing to get a higher high. Yeah. So impulse up, you're consolidating downwards like you should. That's it for Tezos, man. Do you want to look at something else, David? Or Jonathan, or William James, if you guys want to look at something else, let me know. Yep. David, thank you for that 618, man. That 618 on tip was freaking amazing, bro. Thank you for it. I appreciate it, man. So anyone else in the stream want to look at something else before I call quits for the night? I'm available still. It's like 10:30 for me, so I'm all good. You call it coin, I look at it. Shit, dude. This gap down hard, bro. You remember how we were talking about next secure the other day? Look at this, man. Pre-dare trials results. Like, I think it was a week before their trial results. They came out on the 13th. Or the something. Maybe the 9th. Look at what happened, man. They came out with the trial results for this drug that they were testing. And look at that nasty drop it had, bro. So, like, it pumped magically to 148%. Better than anyone. On that news that they were going to leave the results right on Saturday. Results come out. Boom! Dude, it's a big drop. It's a 52% drop. If you bought up here at the top on next cure, probably got wrecked hardcore, man. Flugen Genetics. Let's see. This also had a nice ramp up. Pre-Q3 earnings. This was actually during Q3 earnings, and they had a nice running. Ran out tanking. Did the market tank overall? I haven't looked at the market today, to be honest. So let's look at yeah, Dow Jones went down a little bit yesterday. Shows it negative. Why is it showing negative? Here is positive. See, like the up here is negative, and it shows positive. But anyways, yeah, today it went down a little bit. So, but very little, not enough to make this go down that much. Anyways, silver real quick. Going down. Divergence, right? We called it. Pricing in the upside. You can still go here. Still have that divergence. And pump. There you go. Small pump going on there. On silver, on gold. You don't have that divergence. This is all one island. You can technically go by here, but you know, that's it. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. Talk to your family about crypto. Talk to your friends about crypto. Let them know that we are here. We really want to get this community growing. We can do it well. I appreciate all the retweets that you guys do for the show when this goes live. When I post news, I know you, William James, retweet a lot of the stuff that I post. So thank you for that. And all that helps bring awareness to this channel. And the more people that we have here, the more fun it's going to be. I guarantee that, because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening on the chat. It's going to be hyping all night, so it's going to be off the hook. So let's get this thing growing again. I'm super excited that we got to episode 100. Again, I'm super happy that we actually picked up another subscriber yesterday. So I think we're sitting at 144 right now. Not sure if we picked up any extra people today, but at least until yesterday we had picked up one extra. And I'm happy with this, right? Happy with the channel. Happy with that you guys come here and chill with me. Have a beer, you know, whatever. You like, enjoy the night with me for a couple hours, minutes, whatever. So thanks for that, and I'll catch you tomorrow, and that's gonna be it. So if you want to turn up tomorrow for another session with us, that's gonna be amazing, and I hope I see you here. So yeah, until tomorrow, guys, enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Tomorrow I'm off work, so I'm gonna have a blast during the day, and you know, celebratory night tonight. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.
sueño continúa.